Hold on to your seats, adrenaline junkies, because Nitro Circus is about to take Truist Arena by storm. On December 4th, the world's top athletes and daredevils will push the boundaries of what's possible in a show that promises gravity-defying stunts, jaw-dropping tricks, and pure heart-pounding excitement. And one of the legends in all this, Adam Jones, an FMX powerhouse and X Games champion, is here with us today. So Adam, can you give us a sneak peek of what fans can expect to see at the show in December?
Well, I can't give you a sneak peek because as you can see, I'm in my kitchen and I don't have any ramps set up here right now. But yeah, it's exactly that, heart-stopping, action-packed entertainment. It's weird how we in our lives, it's so normal for us to jump these jumps and go 30 feet in the air with just, a bike underneath us. But that's what it is for us. It's really normal for us. We're just doing our job, but it makes for great entertainment. And it's pretty wild. I love watching the shows still because all the guys on the BMX, the Gigantic side, which is BMX skate scooters, like they're so wild and they're doing stuff that's completely brand new, like almost every show. So it's very exciting, and this tour is going to be really cool to change it up and do something really different this year.
Well, you've been a major part of freestyle motocross for over 20 years now. How's the sport evolved from when you first started to where it is today?
Yeah, it's crazy evolution from when I first started. When I first started, it was 2002, and there was no backflips at all. So we always used to think it was impossible. I mean, maybe we told ourselves that just to comfort us, or maybe we thought it was true. I don't know. But yeah, it was around 2003, maybe even late 2002. I can't remember, to be honest, but people started really messing with the backflip and kind of showing that we could do it. And once that happened, I did my first one in 2004. And once that happened, it was like, man, the sport just really opened up and took off. And there were so many possibilities of like, it was like every week you were figuring out, like, I think I can do this trick in a backflip, and I think I can do this other one in a backflip too. And it was a really fun time. It was nerve-wracking, super nerve-wracking, but it was cool to be there for all that progression. And then after that, we got pretty close to the limits on what you could actually do on a dirt bike, and then everything slowed down a little bit, I'd say, and that's when it got a little more comfortable for me. I started enjoying it more after that. But it's a lot different, like I said, just the flips in general have really changed the landscape of freestyle motocross. And it's cool, and it's also not cool. Like, I really think that upright tricks are some of the coolest tricks out there because you can really show your own individual style with your upright tricks. And it's something that you can do with backflips, but not quite as much. So I think it's underappreciated, right? So the flip generation has changed how people look at certain tricks on a dirt bike, and I think maybe really made them undervalue them. And it's all good. It is what it is. That's just my personal take on it, being in the sport for literally over 20 years. That's insane to say, but it's true.
Well, you are known for your work ethic and consistency. How do you mentally and physically prepare for each performance?
Well, there's really no preparation for like each performance while you're there, right? It's all done ahead of time. And for years and years, my biggest thing is just like to always stay on the bike. I'm always riding. I'm always at my practice spot. Really early in my career, we rode 3 to 4, maybe even 5 times a week. Nowadays, it's like I usually have shows on the weekend, so I'm riding a bunch of those, and I make sure I get one really solid practice day during the week too. And at this point, it's more of just like kind of just keeping everything in order. But yeah, it's just about staying on the bike all the time. If you take a long break, then you're going to come back rusty. And when you're rusty, that's when you potentially have injuries. And when you have injuries, they set you back so much further than anybody can possibly imagine. So like, to me, the best thing is to just always be sharp, always be riding, and just keep getting your reps in. It's like going to the gym and getting your reps in at the gym. You got to get your reps in on the bike. So there's that. And I do stay in the gym, try to stay healthy, keep my body in shape. And but the main thing is just riding all the time. You know, if you haven't been doing that, there's nothing you can do the day of the event to make you ready for that event.
What advice would you give to young riders who look up to you or maybe dream of being in the Nitro Circus themselves one day?
Well, I mean, like I said, the most important thing with freestyle is getting your reps in, to be riding all the time. And I'm older now, so I realize how important it is to have some understanding of what your limits are. Because, like I said, if you hurt yourself, it really takes you a lot of steps back. It's not one step back; it's many, many steps back. So you want to try to avoid the injuries. You need progression, but if you have patience, progression can take place over, you know, a slightly longer time frame with slightly safer and still good results. But other than that, I think it's mainly about staying on the bike go to the track, ride the track, learn how to ride a bike good.
Well, Adam, again, we appreciate you taking the time to chat with us today. And for tickets and more information, you can visit Ticketmaster.com, thetruistarena.com, or the Truist Arena Box Office. You definitely do not want to miss out on this adrenaline-packed event.